You know, I've sat in this chair filming for hours worth of content, filming videos, but this is the pinnacle, the last word. It's a way of life. The viewers always hit 50 likes because they know it is a way of life. The last word! Really? That wasn't very good, was it? You know what, pars? You're my team. You'll always give me the highest of highs one week and then the lowest of lows the next week. I'm pretty much certain of that by now. And honestly, let's just forget about yesterday. It's fine. I'm fine. It's all good. But please, last word. Never again. Please? Yes lads, yes you do indeed have Lawrence Shankland, and how lucky are you to have him, eh? You're also now the only team in the lower leagues of the SPFL to have 3 consecutive wins in the first league games of the season. So go on, ask me if I regret putting United second place in my Scottish Championship predictions video. Go on, ask me. Because the answer is yes. Yes I do. Last word, changed my mind. Falkirk Football Club. You lot, you're at it. In Predict the 6 I may have went for a draw in this fixture, but I was 99.9% sure that I was going to be wrong on that fixture specifically. But no, Falkirk Football Club, you turned round and lost the game, no less. A 1-0 win for Clyde at Broadwood yesterday, and that was without David Goodwillie getting on the score sheet. He may have provided the assist, but crikey Falkirk, you really have done yourself dirty there, eh? The last word for this one this week simply has to be my initial reaction to seeing this final score yesterday. Last word, oh fuck. What do you really make of this game then, eh? Is it a fantastic comeback for Morton, or is it largely down to Partick Thistle being absolutely dog shite in the second half? Maybe it's just safe to sit on the fence on this occasion. See right, here's my issue with this game. Morton in the first half were garbage, and rightfully Partick Thistle were 2 goals ahead and probably could have been a couple more. Second half, just flip it. Scott Fox and Stephen Saunders handed Morton away back into the game and Morton looked a rejuvenated side. So, last word, big mess. Ross County were utterly stunned by Livingston in this fixture. Clearly, 3-0 up within half an hour Livingston were, and that was away at Dingwall, which, as we all know, is a tough place to go. Livingston fans must have been loving life. Livyboy2603 would be dancing in the streets of West Lothian. While you're at it, go subscribe to Livyboy2603. Good guy. 2008 was the last time Livingston won away in Dingwall, and back then, they won 4-1 as well. What a crazy world football is, eh? And what a crazy start to the season for Livingston. Last word, wow. You probably would have titled this game beforehand as the relegation battle between part-timers who we expect to go down but might actually surprise a few. Catchy title, eh? Full-time score, Alloa 1-0, Arbroath 1. Your man with the bonnet has done it again. Dick Campbell. What a man. Last word, big result. Turns out it's Dunfermline up next for Arbroath, so Dick, please, don't ruin my weekend next week. I think it's fair to say that Brecon City wouldn't have had the best of few years if you look back on it on paper. Back-to-back relegations and parting ways with 2 different managers along the way. It can't have been a great time to be along at the hedge. However, yesterday, despite being peppered with shots by Albion Rovers away from home, they scored their goal, came away with a 1-0 victory and did the job just fine. Sometimes that's just the thing you need to kick on. Just simply win at all costs. Last word, ideal. And moving on swiftly to another team who's peppered their opponents with shots, but this time we're talking about the team that actually won the game. Edinburgh City came out 3-1 winners away at Stenhousemuir yesterday, and if you go by the stats, Stenhousemuir were lucky to get the one goal that they did get. All the goals came in the second half for City, but does it really matter when the goals come, if they do indeed come eventually? Not in my opinion. Last word, domination. I seem to be hearing a bit more positive vibes around Motherwell after a 3-1 win in the Lanarkshire Derby yesterday, so it simply must have been a far better performance than that one against Hearts, eh? In the Hearts game, they were sluggish, predictable, and at times looked a bit out of their depth. However, yesterday, they went away from home under a bit of pressure and won the Derby game. We know how much fans love the bragging rights, so if you're going to win any game, win your derbies. Last word, perfect response. Is Paul Heckingbottom really not getting the best out of this Hibs squad that's absolutely littered with talent? Hibs have conceded 11 goals so far this season, and that's only with 3 games played. And yesterday, at home to St Johnstone, they got 3 shots on target, while St Johnstone had 5. The equaliser from the Saints came in the 94th minute, and for Hibs fans, that'll be an absolute sickener. But when you look at it on the face of it, St Johnstone probably deserved to take some for the game, so in Hibs' case, that is indeed, last word, criminal. And that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below the last word for the game you were at or are currently going to. Obviously, we've got Rangers and Celtic games coming up, including obviously St Mirren and Hearts as well. So if you're going to them games as well, give me the last word for the game you were at the weekend. And subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, which will most likely be my SPFL games of the week tomorrow, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.